the oldest in the book. I don't understand. Yeah. It's the oldest trick in the book, I heard. Okay. Well, I'll be damned. Make it like this because I don't really like my whole house in the picture. Well, welcome, Pisces. Let's get your cards out, Miss Leo. Well, here's the thing. I'll probably do Leo not too long from now. Okay, we're doing Pisces right now, though. Okay. Let's get Pisces reading. I missed you, Miss Leo. How you been? Okay, first 10 days of August. Pisces. They got stuff they want to tell you, Pisces. Okay. Yeah. And yeah. Boom. And boom. Okay. Second half of August. Pisces. Second. Pisces. This card's been out a lot today. Last second 10. Oh, okay. And boom. And last two cards for love and money for Pisces. Okay. For the love of money. I'm hearing like what you want to do for love. Oh, and look what ends up being the card. So this King of Cups wants you in life. Let me set you up here, Pisces. Thank you for pressing that like button. And the more you hit like, the more other people can get this message. YouTube will promote it around. Leave a comment if you follow me on my other streams. Your advice is the King of Cups for the month. So be cool, stay cool. For sure. Don't let them get in your head. You're probably having more an effect on them than they are on you, believe it or not, even though you might be feeling all the feels. It might be their shit, not your shit. Okay, let's get started. So, first 10 days of the month, you've got the Page of Swords here. It feels like, hey, Pisces, you might have had some other stuff brewing on the surface. I mean, underneath the surface. Why do I feel like they don't want me to say this? Somebody's thinking about you intensely. They're watching. They're paying very close attention to you. And you might be doing the same thing too. Everybody's watching, on guard. That feels weird. First 10 days of August, as far as your money goes, it feels like you got a good strategy for the month. You see where your finances are lined up. Something is not being said that needs to be said. First 10 days of August. It's like you're dying to say something. You're dying to shoot that comeback, but you know that it's below the belt. You know it will hit too low below the belt for you to say it. And at the end of the day, no matter what your intention, you really don't want to harm people. You don't want to hurt people. Dad, welcome home, baby. I'm doing Pisces reading. So, you know where your bread And, people, it feels like people might be trying to chip away at your confidence a little something. You don't have to pay them no mind. You have the 10 of Wands here. The first 10 days, I'm like really struggling. Like all of a sudden my throat won't let me speak. And it might be a sign or a warning or something like that. Let me take a little sip here. What's going on? Okay. Yeah. No. Still. So weird. Okay, we're going to try and get through it. Somebody is trying to strangle your voice. Like, they're not allowing you to speak. Or you're not allowing someone to speak. It just feels like a real stalemate here. Okay. You know that you've really won in this circus that is in your love life right now. Your old boo thing. They played themselves. They know they played themselves. You played your, like, they played themselves. However, they have no cards left to play here. So you win. And it's really up to you if you want to go another round, play again with them. Okay? It's up to you if you want to give them a second chance. So you're considering, maybe that's what it is. You're trying to see if they're worth giving a second chance. They might have said some things that were really harsh, harmful to your confidence. They were really immature, and that they were immature already. So it wasn't really a surprise. It was just like a little disappointing. How can they be so cavalier about how, talking to people that treat them well, that love them? Watch your mouth when you speak to me. It just feels like a little bit of a lack of maturity, emotional maturity. People fall in love and they get scared, and you are one of the most emotionally intelligent signs. I don't even know if all the time how but you just know how people are feeling, what they're going through, what words they need to hear, what words they aren't saying. You just get it. Whatever's beneath the surface, you get it. Okay, you understand it, and you get it in quantum time, like before they even know. Sometimes okay. So I feel like even though relationship wise people have not earned your kindness, you don't operate and give because of what other people do. You do that because it's the right thing to do. This is how your rewards are in heaven. Okay? So, maybe this relationship in the first 10 days, give it a consideration that maybe we don't work as a couple, but as a mentor, as a roommate, we can work together here. You do have the extra space. You do have the extra bedroom. They don't really get on your nerves. You're not really home that much. There's just something here about becoming more stingy and on guard about sharing your effort, attention, time, energy You're trying to shoulder all the weight by yourself here. As far as financially, it's like you don't have to give nothing to nobody, but you know you could and you should. Okay. Um, you have the Eight of Pentacles here. I'm not mad at that, honey. Okay. It's in the upright. I feel like what a fantastic way to come into the middle of the month. Your head down, you're focused. Um, as far as your love relationship goes, like I said, you know you've won the argument, the quip, the quarrel. There's really nothing more to be said as far as how this, how people should be treating you, how immature the other person might have been, who was right, who was wrong, all of that stuff. It feels like, no matter what you say, this person has a problem for every solution that you offer. Um, through it all, though, no matter what they say, know that they've lost, that they're wrong, that you know, they're no match for you here. So you don't have to keep bringing it up. Either you're going to give them a second chance and let the old shit go, or you're not going to give them a second chance and you can't let it go. And so therefore, let them be gone. Okay? You can't have it both ways, though. Okay? Um, as far as your money goes, the first 10 days, it feels like you are going to have to really put in those extra hours. It feels like you might get called in for overtime, even though you didn't want to work it. You kind of wanted to relax. You kind of wanted to have this weekend to yourself. You might have had plans where you were headed, but it feels like the best thing for you to do is to embrace this time, like the story of what is it, an ant and a bee. The ant spends the whole summer working, working, working. The bee doesn't. When the winter comes around, the ant is able to survive. The bee dies, pretty much, So you work when the weather is warm, so that way on those cold winter days, if you want to call out, you got enough reserve time, energy, stores, resources that you can stay out the cold, hibernate a couple extra days, call in sick, something like that. Use your personal time when the elements are not in your favor. So get your hands dirty now so that you can sit pretty later, Pisces. Second 10 days, you have the Page of Pentacles here. Okay, Pisces. So it's in reverse. Um, I think you can almost expect that this lover of yours, this relationship, it might even be one of your kids, whatever it is, somebody who this person who I've been saying the first 10 days, you won the argument against them, even if they're acting like they are so hidey tighty. What is that? Hoity toity, whatever the word is. They come back around now. But mom, but you said, it's like they come back around trying to act like, it was like, you should have known, that's how I am. If you say X to me, I'm gonna always react like that. I was just afraid. I love you, girl. Like, they gonna come with these like excuses and everything because they realize that they lost and that, there's nothing that they can really do to sabotage what you got going on. They thought they could wait you out and they can't. Who could not talk first? Like, Pisces, you the master. You can outweight anybody. If you want to play the cold shoulder game. Whatever game you want to play, Pisces can play it longer. So here they come after the 11th of the month with, trying to jar you back into their agenda here. Okay. And it kind of feels like it seems so childish for you. You have to really make a choice as the mature person in this relationship. If this is what you want to do you want to build this person up from scratch? Do you want to have this dynamic constantly repeating this same cycle over and over? They get up, they do what they want, they expect you to come crumbling and chasing after them, and when you don't, then they come back and act like, oh, I didn't run away, you told me to walk away. Some stupid shit like that. I don't know. Look, again, this is like towards the middle of the month. You might be tempted to turn down that overtime, turn down that, extra shifts or whatever that is out there for you. Because it's like, oh, I'm off on Saturdays. I don't have to work on Saturdays. Why do they keep calling me to just take it now while it's available to you? Because I'm seeing that it will really benefit you in the long run, and it will keep your emotions in check. You won't fall into the trap with your love interest, your family, whatever. You won't get caught up in that if you stay your ass at work this month, especially towards the 10th, the 11th. So I'm hearing like next weekend, where you might have normally been off. If they ask you to come in, if you see some extra shifts available, go and grab them up, okay? Because what are you going to do with the time if you don't work? You're going to sit home and think about all what is going on with your love relationship, fantasizing about rehashing the argument or what you should have said and all of that. Like, you can do that while you're at work, okay? Brooklyn Bully, what's up, baby? Heart of it all, matter of the meat of the matter. You've got the moon here in reverse. So you really see this person in your relationship situation. You really see like they really are selfish and immature. And nothing you've done deserved that type of reaction. Sometimes you just have to be able to see selfish people for what they are, who they are, ahead of time. Their intention always been for the benefit of themselves, and it always will be. And there's not enough of anything that you can do or say to change them, but to protect yourself. You deserve better, and there are so many more fish in the sea. I know it might not seem like it because, history dictates that you guys have been together this long. But I mean, try a new thing, let it go, because you deserve better, not because you're trying to hurt them, but because you're trying to love you more. Okay. This is also just another thing of like, don't spend so much time. Like, I feel like you have been really like avoiding working extra hard. Like, you've been really playing it lax, and not because things are so financially stable that, you don't need to work. You should be on a yacht shaking your ass. It's just because you've been trying to mentally and emotionally deal with the blows that are coming from your love relationships. So you're spending time, you don't want to go at work, you don't want to do anything, you just want to have some time to sit and ponder. And it's like, That's exactly what you don't need, is more time to yourself. You need to just go take your ass to work. Okay? I'm sorry if that's not as, peachy and sweet as some people would like to hear it, but that's what I'm seeing here. God-fearing man, welcome home. Okay? It's time to put some work in this month, August, while the sun is out, while it's hot, while it's, while you have the extra hours, while you have the extra energy, while you're not so close and entangled, while nobody is really paying you any mind, you put that energy back into your job, your work. Pick up those extra shifts this month. I hope you get this message before it's too late, because it feels like whatever you find yourself complaining about towards the end of this year, I'm hearing like by November, around that time, whatever you don't do now, you'll be forced to do it then. Okay, especially if like the end of the year is your busy season, so you usually take it really easy during the summer. I'm feeling like there might be some new developments where they don't need your services as much as they usually do during the end of the year. Business might really slow down towards the end of the year. So where you were best banking on the fact that later on this year you'll be able to, do your normal spiel and, bust it out, it might not be there at the end of this year. So you might need to take advantage of whatever is moving toward the end of the month here. You have the Page of Wands here also. So as far as your love goes, your relationships, I really feel like you know how much better you deserve. I can't say it enough. It's like this person that has gotten you caught up so far, they're immature. They don't have as much experience or class as you do. Yes, you're very simple in most of your ways, but you have an open mind for things that some people might try to shun you away from or close you off from. So add some sophistication to your love life. Like if you want to date better people, don't go to that same random bar. Go to a museum. Go to a sip and paint. Elevate your surroundings if you want better options, more mature options. Go to more mature places. See more mature people. Okay. As far as your money goes, um, it feels like you might have been avoiding something previously. You just didn't want to fill out the application, I'm hearing, or something like that. Like, go ahead and put the extra work in. Do it now. Don't wait. So because it feels like it pays off for you pretty quickly. And waiting, it might not be available to you when it's all said and done. Okay. The last 10 days, Chef Mem, welcome home. You have the Ace of Spear in reverse. I really don't like it in reverse. This is like annihilation to me. It feels like somebody, this love interest of yours, it's like a bugaboo. I feel serious bugaboo energy around you. They try every which way to get you caught up, and it's all just a freaking game to them. And it feels like you finally seeing like how childish they are is really offensive to you. You were taking this dead ass seriously. You were taking them seriously. You were seriously giving them the best that you got. And they were just playing. And now it's like you finally see Like, it's not only what they are doing, but why are you even entertaining this shit? You've got to get to the bottom of why you even allow this little bum. I'm hearing like a little bum to have so much influence over your mood, over your ambition, everything. Like, you giving them second chances and more chances and more chances, and they keep doing the same exact thing. Like, they're offending you, and you should be so offended that you stop giving them a second chance at this point. Stop choosing them. Stop letting them dictate how things go. I know it's like a big of an ego stroke when they come back around and you understand the emotion behind what their words are so well. But, it's time to face the facts here. Okay. It feels like that's the reason that they're telling you to, in the first half of the month, they're telling you to go ahead and put the work in, try and get your financial situation off to a better start, because you might experience some kind of hiccup later. So it's like, salvage what you can now, put the paperwork in now, do what you can now, because when something comes up, when something is brought to light, when some opportunity slides away or something, you'll be much thicker skinned at the very least. You'll be much more prepared. You won't have wasted too much energy, time. You can cut straight to the point, You'll be able to deal with the blow a lot more if you don't spend too much time in la la land right now, okay? You've got the lovers. Okay. Okay, listen, I'm doing Pisces right now, and they got some shit going on. I am ready to beat up whoever is talking to Pisces right now. And I hate to say it so roughly, but I just feel like, you guys, you let things fester for so long, and then you can't be surprised that this is how it goes. Like, you knew, you got intuition that this is how this person is, and you still let it play out until the point where they hurt you, harm you physically. When you had all of the intuition, you could have avoided it, and now you want to have a blow up at the end of it all, where it's like, I'm not surprised and I'm not sorry. Okay, so this card being here in the reverse, the Lovers card, like I said, it just feels so very tempting that when this lover of yours, this little immature lover that you have, when they come back around acting all crazy, and you like, oh my God, he's so into me. You see, I got him, or whatever. Like, that's the whole reward. Like, they don't have change to change. They're not about to, morph into a new person. All you get out of it is the fact that your ego gets stroked a little. And I mean a very little. And you might have, some wounds to repair on top of that. They're too rough, they're klutzy, they're immature. As far as your money goes, this is saying like bad advice that you followed. So I'm hoping like it's not my advice that I'm telling you. Take your butt and get those extra hours. Put that paperwork in early. Double check and cross your T's and I's. Don't forsake what you always thought would always be there. don't throw caution to the wind this month, because if anybody's giving you that type of advice, it feels like it doesn't pan out by the end of the month. No problem. Okay. By the end of the month, it comes to a head that you're going to have to start straight from scratch. They gyps out, especially if it's a Gemini, a Sagittarius, it feels like, or another Pisces. And I feel like these might be their moon signs more than their sun signs here. Nonetheless, it's pretty much inevitable. You will have to face some music by the end of the month. No matter what you decide, whether you decide to try and take it easy or not. But I really feel like if you spend this first weekend of the month getting your ducks in a row, whatever this is transpiring in your financial situation towards the end of the month will not register as such a striking blow. You'll be able to recover again. Okay. Overall, for the whole month, you've got the Queen of Pentacles here in reverse. Okay, like I said, overall, you win by no one can out cold shoulder you. So they come back around, but what are they bringing back around? Is it even worth it like this? That way you really want just to see them? It's the ego thing. There's better ways for you to deal with this satisfaction with your love relationships with this immature person. Being just as immature as them or giving them the cold shoulder, the silent treatment is not really resolving anything in your relationship with them or with yourself. Okay? As far as your money goes, overall this month, this is like really a warning. Do not try to rob Peter to pay Paul type of month. This is not the time for that. Don't rest on your laurels. You put in honest, good, hard day's work is going to save your ass in the long run. Trying to lie your way out of it. I feel like, trying to call out from work and, oh, I'm sick, or no. Take your butt to work now. You thinking that you have some reserve, something in the bank much later, and it might not be there when you go to collect on it. So don't squander it now. Okay? Like I said, your advice for the month is the King of Cups. So throughout this month, Pisces, I want you guys to really spend some time focusing on being mature and what the responsibilities of being the mature one in the situation is. Don't be petty here, okay? Your partner, whoever this love interest is, it's obvious that they're very immature, and you can't keep playing the game with them and expecting them to change and grow up. You're the grown up in this situation. You've got to take care of them, even if it means a little bit of tough love I'm hearing here. Don't stoop to their level. If it comes down to it, like, people want to know, especially if it has something to do with, your financial situation, as far as like where you get your money from, income, work, relationships, that type of thing. Being the dependable one at this time is going to be so much more beneficial to you. in the long run, showing people that you have integrity. And integrity, I tell people all the time, this is not what you do when everybody's watching. This is when you're all alone, the decisions that you make, you know, that's your integrity. What you do when you're all alone and no one's watching. Okay? Be mindful of that this month. Pisces. I was about to call you Aquarius. There might be a Gemini or Aquarius really trying to get you to do some nonsense, some trickery, some buffoonery. An earth sign or an air sign here, trying to get you to do something that you normally wouldn't do. And I feel like I said this might be their moon sign, not their not their sun sign here. Okay, but and if your moon sign is in that realm, stay on the up and up. Keep your nose to the grindstone. Um, being the mature one comes with the responsibility of having to do the right thing, even when the immature ones don't deserve it. Okay? I hope this is helpful for you. So please don't forget to hit the like button, and I will see you guys next month. Bye.